Here's another problem. We're asked to calculate the length of AC, AB, CD, and the area of the trapezium there. We are also told that AB is parallel to CD, and we're also told in the question that this angle here is angle A, is a right angle. Okay, no, so AC, let's deal with AC first. No, you can get the sides of some unknown angles. Alright, if this is a right angle and these two sides are parallel, then this angle will also be a right angle. All of this angle will be a right angle, hence this angle will be 60 degrees. These two angles should add to give 90, like this, since they are parallel to this. And if this is 6, this is 30, then this angle will be also will be 30 degrees. Since all the angles in a triangle add to 180, so 60 and 30, 90 plus this 90. This angle now, this is 30, this is 80, so that's 110, and all the angles must add to give 180, so this would be 70 degrees. Whether it's important, we don't know. But this will be 70 degrees. So we're asked to find the length of AC. Alright, so we have a right angle triangle here, so we can apply a trig ratio. We can apply a trig ratio to part A, right? So, which ratio can we apply now to this right angle triangle here, ABC? Here, this is the hypotenuse. Remember, the hypotenuse side is the side that is opposite to the right angle. So this is the hypotenuse. Alright, so the hypotenuse is 10. And we want which side? AC. And AC is opposite to 30. So I guess we could use the sine ratio, because AC would be the opposite to 30. And we have the hypotenuse, so we can use the sine ratio. So the sine ratio says sine the angle, we would using the 30. So sine 30 is equal to the opposite side, which is AC, over hypotenuse. So sine opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite to this 30 we're signing is AC, and hypotenuse is 10. And therefore we can transpose. So AC equal to 10 sine 30 and what's 10 sine 30? 10 sine 30, that's 5, right? So AC is 5 centimeters. So the length of this side here, AC is 5 centimeters. Let's look at part B. Part B was to find the length of AB, side AB, that's this side, and of course, again, we can use a trig ratio, or we can use Pythagoras theorem, because it's a right angle triangle. It's a right angle triangle. Let me apply Pythagoras theorem. The theorem says the hypotenuse square, so the 10 square, is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. So 10 square is equal to 5 square plus AB, this side square. Let me call it x, or you call it whatever you want to call it. Let me just call it x plus x square. Alright, so the hypotenuse square, the long side square, 10 square, is equal to the other two sides square, the sum. So 5 square plus, I'm calling it x square. So 10 square is 100, 5 square is 25, plus x square. If I subtract 25 from both sides, group the 25 here, I have minus 25 equal to x square. So 100 minus 25, that is 75. So x square is equal to 75, which means x will be the square root of 75. What's the square root of 75? Let me get my calculator. So the square root of 75 is 8.66. Let me use 8.7 to 1 decimal point, so 8.7. So in other words, the length of this side would be 8.7 centimeters to 1 decimal place. We were also asked to find the length of CD. That's part C. CD is this line. How can we find it now? Yes, we can use the sine rule. Because for this triangle here, we have an angle and we have a side opposite to the angle. So we can use the sine rule and say sine 70 over the side opposite to 70, which is 10, is equal to sine 80 over the angle opposite to over the side opposite to the angle 80, and that side is what the one we want to find, which is CD. Or you could call it X or Y. Well, since we call this X already, we could call it something else like Y or something like that. So we transpose. So we have CD sine 70 is equal to 10 times sine 80. And to get CD, we would divide both sides by sine 70. Divide both sides by sine 70. So set sine 70 into itself. So we'll get 1 here, 1 here. So it's just CD. So my calculator here. So 10 sine 80 divided by sine 70, and that's 10.5 to 1 decimal point. So CD here, this is 10.5 to 10.5 centimeters.